Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources for the Republic. Today we're gonna have an easy one. I'm not gonna build anything big. We're gonna do the operations. By operations, ops, I mean we're gonna be focusing on some of the production that we're doing. I'm gonna be showing you what we updated or upgraded recently. We have a big harvest happening at the moment. I think it's gonna be the biggest one ever. We have a problem with supplying enough crops to the food factory, especially the last few years. Fertility was quite low. I did increase and import fertilizer because it's cheap as dirt, and I think it works. Plus I'm trying to supply a little bit more the liquid fertilizer. I think we have some amounts. I need to be more up to date regarding this, because they were quite low on the fertilizer. I don't know how actually it works. When do they... For me, my knowledge of agriculture, which I was never a farmer, but I did play games, and also I did some agriculture work, small scale, gardening and stuff. So fertilizer, solid fertilizer is usually thrown before plowing, so you can plow in the manure into the ground, because manure is usually, it is nitrates and stuff, but you would be using manure to feed the worms and the creatures that live underground, because they help you with the loosening the soil, with pest control, a lot of stuff. Weed control, I think. Doesn't matter, it helps you a lot. And fertilizer, solid fertilizer, manure, cow shit, or in this case fertilizer, because it's like food scraps and stuff, human food scraps, general food scraps are being turned into fertilizer by fermentation, or leaving it ferment that we do, and then they should be thrown on the fields before plowing. And then after the planting is done, that would be in spring, then the liquid fertilizer. Usually liquid fertilizer would be slurry, which is liquid manure, liquid cow, I want to say poop, but it is actually even poop, because you have now separation of the solid manure and liquid manure. But in this case, since this is synthetic fertilizer, usually that would be treatment of the plants. But Oolykee having a big brain and all, I know that there's a foliar fertilization, where you spray the fertilizers on the plants and feed them through the leaves. And I'm not sure actually, I'm gonna draw the line here. I'm not that smart. Now big brain became small. I know that there's foliar feeding the plant through the adding some kind of a foliar vitamins and minerals or whatever the plant needs, and you mix it with water. You can spray it over the plants, and it helps them grow, develop stronger leaves, and yada yada yada. Usually with the liquids, I would more likely than not think that it's herbicides, pesticides, fungicides. So fungi is against like mushrooms or fungus. Herbicides are against weeds, and pesticides are against pests like slugs, beetles, and this kind of stuff. So I would usually think that. I don't know what the liquid fertilizer in this game is. We have only liquid fertilizer. We do have a normal fertilizer, but we have 9 types of waste. This is me moaning about 3 Division and their decision to just put one. Like I did not even know that we have so much types of waste in real life, in the real world, in Ireland where I live. We recycle, and I think it's the same in Croatia. We don't recycle separately metals in the way that we do here. Usually metals are taken to a metal recycling yard, not thrown in the bins, because they have a value. And metals are recycled for money. You get significantly more money for metals, especially copper. You have lower value ones, that would be the Oh, is it bronze? I don't know. What are the old pipes made of? Pig iron? I don't know. Some other irons are cheaper, or metals are cheaper. You have coppers that are more expensive, but you would never throw them in these kind of bins because metals are too precious, too expensive to just recycle them. In these recycling, but we still have metal as recycling. Yes, it makes sense because we have steel, we can recycle them, but it's different. If you want realistic, we should have a metal recycling yard, and then people should come here and we should probably pay them a little bit or something to take. No, this is communism, Soviet Republic. You don't. Money shouldn't be the thing for people. They need to have everything that they need without money being involved. But anyway, what I wanted to say is that I don't know what a liquid fertilizer is, and 3 Division decided to have one thing called liquid fertilizer, and yeah, we can just pretend that it's liquid fertilizer. But in any case, being it herbicide, pesticide, foliar feeding of the plant, I forgot what was the proper term for this. It should be applied after planting, and this is what the tractors actually do. We will see maybe in this episode that they're gonna be throwing fertilizer on the fields to increase fertility, and we will definitely not see in this episode in spring after planting, or will they be applying. But I can guarantee you that I saw a lot of them tractors just going around and applying fertilizer on the fields. Okay, I'm getting a lot of messages here. These unemployments, this is again the problem with small buildings. They are misreporting things more often than not. You can see here they do have 40 out of 40 workers without job. You're seriously? Okay, let's see this. 75 people without jobs, and you're telling me all 40 are in the same building? Okay, maybe I did something wrong with how would I do something wrong? Let's see. People who didn't work yesterday, and they are connected to the roads. Okay, and seriously, not a single person from here worked in university, in shopping center, in city hall, in secret police, in kindergarten. Okay, I don't know, they're cursed. No, seriously, how is it possible that nobody here? Do they have exit? They do have. Yeah, we just checked they have. Okay, whatever. You know what? I'm just gonna ignore you. I'm gonna say that that's a freak of nature accident. There is like how what's the possibility of this being a thing? Okay, factory here producing food. They're producing biological waste and other waste. We're gonna put 2 biological waste dumpers here, and we're gonna try to utilize that for the future fertilization. Anyway. So what I did, I upgraded some of the roads here. I'm still devising a plan. Now this is 1969, which is what, Vietnam War era. I don't care about years, as I said previously. My plan now, currently, I'm thinking about removing last 3 fields from here and building a railroad infrastructure here, and then parallel to these fields, going in this direction, potentially importing waste, but I'm not sold on this yet, so I'll see. The second thing is I did the research of the underground. We have coal. As you can see, it's far away. I did this before, but I don't know if we covered in the videos. The second thing is iron. Iron is not that far away, but it's not the closest thing in the world. Oil is far away, uranium is far away, and bauxite is kind of far away. So maybe here, what is in this area? Did Toporus give us any clues what he wants us to build here? No, there's a tunnel, there's a station here, and nothing else. That's it. He said nothing else. I'm thinking about this long railroad. I think it would be cool that we had a train running on his infrastructure, maybe better than if I built a parallel infrastructure. Even though this would be like literally train going to here, I think I should build upon his infrastructure just because I think it's gonna be cooler. I don't know, what do you think? Let me know in the comment section about this. Sorry about that, I forgot to unmute myself, but let's go. Okay, so I will remove all the comments that I didn't respond to, so let's do the... Okay, I have a problem here, I still didn't address this. I'm recording this yesterday for you when you're watching. It's Thursday now when I'm recording this. My YouTube playlist is not in order. Okay, I made a mistake with that. I will work on this after I'm done recording, but thank you for reporting this free room, Malmo. The old gala, nice episode, and I didn't reply to you as well. What the hell is wrong with me? Nice episode. Again, I posted 2 images and pedestrian walkways that you can use between the buildings to make longer complex complexes along the road. The houses butt up against them like you're doing, and give pedestrian easier access to the things they need. Yeah, so regarding this, I don't know if you know, guys, like what I'm thinking about this. Like I recently was in like Prague, I was in Milan too. There's like Barcelona is kind of famous with these super blocks that they have. I'm just gonna plug in a couple of buildings here that we're missing. I removed a couple of buildings, by the way, just because they were really bad designed and they were not connected to the infrastructure properly. So I just removed them. It's just, what can you do? You can, don't judge me. I'm gonna go something like this. And the most important thing about this, I need the footpath needs to match. So let me see if footpath will match. Perfect. It needs to have access to the waste management there and here, and voila. New building, whenever it's constructed, has access to everything. I think I'm missing one more. I need to find it. It's a corner building. Here we go. We can do it straight away. Let's do that. Right, so let me talk. No. Let's finish this. The same building I want to put here, so this should not be a problem. Shouldn't take too long. Usually I try to put it in a corner here. There is a space between the buildings, but this is intentional. I did not push it. Intentionally didn't push it next to each other, just because it's fine. You have these kind of designs of the buildings as well. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about the Kowloon city. I think it's called Kowloon. If I'm mistaking this, the little city in the suburbs of Hong Kong that doesn't exist anymore. It's the monstrosity that was built by capitalism. People couldn't. It was the cheapest part of the. People couldn't afford. That's too far. People couldn't afford places to live, and they started building in the cheapest areas where they could, and this Kowloon city was the... if I'm mispronouncing this, I do apologize right away. And they just build really tall buildings with small foundations, and they build and build and build on top of them. The whole city was really unstable, and Whoa. I put it 40%, we have 40%ers? Seriously? No, we don't have 40%ers. We might have... No, I'm betting we don't have... 35... I don't think we have 40%ers. Come on, seriously. Oh, we do. Okay, that's good. You're allowed to go to college here, 40%ers. Let me test it here as well. I'm gonna put this to 40%. We need to monitor this. Anyway, Kowloon City... Oolykee, send me the links on the Discord. You have it as well. Join for free. I don't charge anything for that. So if you want to join Discord, there's nice community. Couple of modders. Spend some time there as well, so you can moan about the bad work that they're doing. Don't do that. They're doing amazing work. So if you want to participate in some of the conversations here, Discord is also a place for you if you enjoy this kind of stuff. If you don't, you don't. That's perfectly fine. They have access on the other side. This is going to be disruptive a little bit, but what needs to be done needs to be done. We're gonna do the... Oh, I still didn't do the old Galas thing, and we're gonna put number 4 bus straight away, just because I know that it's usually the freest one. So we build this road as soon as possible. Buses can access it and go around. That's fine. Usually it's faster for them to go this way anyway. So it's not going to be a big loss, and I think this is one of the last roads that I need to upgrade. Actually, you know what? Let's go for this as well. I'm gonna lose access to waste management here as well. So yeah, that's just the cross I'm gonna have to bear. So I'm gonna assign again road, and then I'm gonna assign the bus number 4 to all of these. Let it handle it. It's not a big construction, and hopefully it's gonna be done soon. Bus 4. Off you go, and this one a higher priority. This one, yeah, everything is the highest priority. I'm not building. I don't think I'm building anything at the moment. There's okay. So I'm finishing the fuel storage here. Fuel is not a problem, I don't think so. We're gonna double check this. Happiness rose from 70 to 71%, and Kowloon City, I need to continue talking. I would like to make it more livable in a way that it looks more traditional, like traditional cities. It doesn't have to be perfectly square, and here I'm building the part of the city that is not perfectly square. I did angle it like this. I could have rotated these houses on a side and have a small triangular cut in here, and then like, yeah, sure. I think we can do this. It's not a big deal. So I did it like this, but we can also do it, you know, sacrifice a part of the land to make it more, I don't know, viewable, prettier, eye-candier. All those are proper words. Don't judge me. So we can do maybe even something like this. You know, corner is gonna look wonky, but the rest of it is gonna look decent. I think that's the best we can do. We can say about my work. 2 of these buildings next to each other. I already learned how to align them properly by looking at the wall here being yellow and then yoink. And you know what? Why the hell not? Let's do the third one as well. So if we can do it like this. They have access for waste management. They have access to the main street. Through waste management, I'm gonna build. I'm definitely building a footpath through here. Yeah, I think this footpath needs to be removed. I think I'm gonna redo the footpaths here just to make them a little bit more appealing. But this road needs to be finished first, and this road doesn't have anything assigned to them to finish it. Anyway, so yeah. So I'm doing a little bit angled, a little bit different stuff. I know there are buildings who are already pre-angled. The problem is that, let me see if I can find any of them. They should be easily visible, as far as I remember. I might be wrong though. I know it's not Stalinkas, but they are in this kind of manner, like angled weirdly. So, but you can't really guess the angles because, you know, Topros didn't make these mods, and you know, I don't want to. You cannot bend the building. You can bend the road though, but I don't think I want to do the stuff like this at the moment. At least we'll see in the future. I could do something like this, for example. I mean, not here, somewhere else. But this is Stalinka. I don't want to build Stalinkas at the moment. Let me see if I can find the other building that I thought it was quite nice, but it was hard to make it fit in places. Armenian small Stalinka. Yeah, this is the Abelian Hikes mod. Abelian Hike. He has a lot of really nice mods, and I use them constantly. Special house. I did remove some of these. Special houses are from Latin American mods. I did remove them, but then subscribed again because eventually I'm gonna play Latin American house. I need to remove some of these buildings that I'm definitely not gonna use. Swedish cottages, for example. I think they are just too small for my liking. Anyway, looks like I'm not gonna find it at the moment, but we have different ones. Anyway, I was thinking of these angled houses, but the problem with them is like you can't really ever find the proper angle. So yeah, I don't want to make... Oh, I could have pushed this all the way to this, to here. I mean, like, I'm not gonna build any of these buildings until the footpath infrastructure is in place. But now thinking about this, I can literally fill it all the way here. So if I go... oh, darn. I wanted to say never ever ever build the footpath before you build buildings. Buildings first, always. Let me just see if we can... yeah, I think this is fine. I'll make a footpath here. Yeah, I think this is good enough. This is just a placeholder, so I don't place the building. So, let's just continue. Middle one. Remove move this F1 again, go towards the street side. This is the what I'm aligning it to. You see this? This is a problem. Okay, let's remove this, and then if I place it like this, okay, it's not gonna work. A little bit more space. That's fine. I'm perfectly fine with this. So yeah, this is what I'm doing off screen. I'm freaking enjoying the game. I'm literally like, thank you 3D Vision. I'm still gonna criticize the game when I see fit. But still, yeah, so I'm gonna have footpath going through here, and then footpath going through here, and then something like this. It doesn't matter. But here, I think it's a good idea to actually fit all the corner parts. Especially these ones are really good because they have access to the. You see, this is the bad thing, because if you place the footpaths first, this is gonna happen. You see this footpath here? It's just gonna disappear. This is the problems with the game that I see, the visual problems with the game. If you place footpaths or roads, don't get me wrong, roads as well, they're just gonna disappear on the ground if you place them first before the residential buildings. So you literally have to put a residential building first and then the roads last, because the roads are susceptible to, you know, being affected by by placing the building. Not always. It's not you know, written in stone, but in a lot of cases. Okay, this looks like it's gonna be a little bit more challenging to put anything in here. This also means that we could have put a different building here. And also, in the last episodes, or in the last few times I was making these, I actually ignored the other buildings. Like, for example, I can go bigger here. Go big or go... well, just go big. I think there's a taller building and shorter here. Maybe there's not. Yeah, these are all bigger, bigger, and bigger. I'm looking at the kind of classical Robses ones. These are, it's so sad that these are 75%ers, because they would fit here, and I, as a rule, don't like anything under 80% quality of apartments. I don't care. You can say, oh, but it's a real... no. Okay, this is the one. This is perfect. It still leaves us a lot of space here in between the buildings, and still fits here. The only thing I need to be aware of, that this container stand is 93 meters. Okay, I think it's gonna... oh, I don't know. Okay, I'm hoping for the best, that it's gonna be in range here. Oh, no, mon ami. Okay, move, and let's go and finish this. So here, we need to decide what's gonna be here. These buildings are, let's see, these are the bigger ones, this is the smaller one, or they're all the same. Okay, I'm gonna go and choose randomly. Oh wait, I could have gone for, this is a smaller one, then 3 bigger ones. Okay, I can do a little bit longer one here, like something in this ballpark that I just used. What about these that are usually... no, I actually would really like this to have access on both sides. And the problem here is these, I think they're meant to be telegraph poles, and I don't want to remove them. I want to leave them there. This is what Toprus left as a part of the map, and this is kind of like, you know, part of the railroad infrastructure. I can start to angle the buildings in a little bit more, well, angled. Let me see here. Big ones. Big ones are too big, I think. I think I'm gonna go for smaller ones, or the medium size. Medium size, we have these ones here, 85%. Oh, this is not bad, especially if I put it in this direction, huh? Let me see how it looks on the other side. This is really not bad. I think the angling here is not that bad. Like, they kind of almost fit wall to wall. There is a little bit of a passage. Of course, I'm not going to use it for footpaths. But I said I will, right? I think I said I will. So we can put one different building here. 90%, 50, 50 as well. No, I don't want to do any of these. I want it to be... it doesn't have to be full classical one. but it could be something in between, like old Soviet buildings. Like these 1950s are really not bad. But like I said, I want a little bit more space in between them, so what if I do it in this way? I need this to have space. This needs to be aligned with the road, that is it. And then here, I think this would be okay. So let's say that the buildings are in place, so I would build something like this. And then footpath, we already discussed it from here. I think this would be okay-ish. And then here, can you be connected? You can. It's gonna be maybe angled, but I don't really care. As long as it's connected, it's fine. They have even this one. I don't know how this one can be connected through the other building, but this is a bigger building as well. I will not build this as I'm showing you, just because I think it's gonna be... Yeah, this is how I'm gonna build it. Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna do it later. So I'm gonna cancel all of this. This is how it's gonna look like. We're gonna have nice old school neighborhood and a little bit different, a little bit angled, and a new Soviet building here. The other one was buildings in this place were bombed during the war, so yeah. Well, anyway, Old Gala gave this really good things. Access. I still didn't subscribe to them. I'm recording this when I'm reading the comment. I read the comment this morning. That would be like 6 hours ago, 7 hours ago, 8 hours ago, and I still didn't subscribe to them. I'm gonna do that shortly. Pavel Grulich, that's Lalosh, sorry. He commented on the Soviet Republic, gave us, sorry, the Mod Monday. He gave us in detail explanation the building and how he decided to go with the size and the floor space and stuff. So if you read the comments on the videos, you will find a lot of interesting information there as well. I'm gonna just mention something here. David Gonzalez commented on the video 21 hours ago, since I'm reading this, said, sitting in a break room at lunch, we are building a courthouse in Denver, just remodeling, but man, what a treat. What a treat to sit down and be able to watch some good workers and resources content. Thank you. So I used to work in the office, and then I used to work as a data center engineer, watching videos on my breaks or whenever I catch time on the laptop, sometimes even during working. It was relaxing for me, especially if the work was dull. Like in data center, I can listen to the YouTube videos, you know, of the games, my favorite games. I don't think workers and resources were there then, but it was really enjoyable for me. I understand totally what people say, like when they want to watch a content, and that they enjoy it. I really I understand this. I just don't understand how is it this content that is enjoyable. But look, all jokes aside, it's really nice to hear that you know, people are enjoying your videos and that it makes them, you know, positive, a little bit happier in life than they were before watching it. So I'm really happy to hear this. Like, this is free, nobody needs to do anything about this. I don't mind making this content, whatever you guys, you know, feel like, as long as it makes you happy, it makes me happy. Enjoy the content, and I really appreciate these little gestures of positivity. So David, thank you so much. Good luck with your work and remodeling the courthouse. Hopefully it's gonna be better than it, in the better shape than you found it. Well, remodeling does that, right? So yeah, I really appreciate that, and I do understand it, because I was the same. It's just now that I decided to make videos and to make content for this. I don't know, it makes me happy. I was practicing skill of video editing and stuff. I kind of stopped doing that because quality of the videos that I'm making didn't change much in the last couple of years, but I'm still using it as an excuse to say that I'm practicing on doing something. Continuing on, Old Gala, there are archways which finish up with decorations or monuments sections that belong to those old-style buildings that allow pedestrians to walk through to the courtyards, also using the building skins to mix up building skins. This is something, oh, thank you so much for this. I totally forgot that all these buildings have skins, and you can see here that when you build it initially, they look like one building, which has its attractions, but if you want to make it look different, I totally forgot that they have actually their own skins. So if you go for something a little bit darker, something a little bit lighter, and maybe like this, so you would actually have 3 sections of the building, and these buildings actually look like this. They are like, look like they're badly slapped together, and they're, you know, tightly fitting to each other. Then you have gaps in between the buildings, so I think it's quite realistic what I'm doing here. They're not really leaning on each other. They're kind of self-standing buildings, but also they are extremely tight in between. So yeah, and I would like to these arches, I will practice with them. I'm just not sure if I want to use them, because I don't want to make it denser. I mean, I can, but is that the point? Here it says that I have a problem with unemployment, that I don't have enough unemployed people, but I don't think that's true, because look at, oh Jesus Christ. Oh, that's way too many college-educated people. Anyway, so I don't think I have a problem with with workers. I think it's extremely healthy. Every time I have a big bus coming to take them to the chemical industry, it's full. You have enough workers. I think I'm in a sweet spot, and we are, I cannot show here, but we are growing population-wise. I remember just a few hours ago, or like yesterday, a few hours of gameplay, I had 22,222 people, and now it's not. We discussed something also interesting around the cities, that I will talk about it maybe later, not now. But semaphores. I would like to put semaphores in the cities for the sake of having... you know what? What the hell? Let's put semaphores for the sake of having semaphores in a city. I'll monitor this. I don't even know how this works. I understand what this is, and I understand that you can even go into the different intervals. Who's gonna go? Like, you know, you can change how the semaphores work as well. You know, you can go into add different cycles and stuff, but yeah, I'm just not going to. I'm gonna leave it as it is, and maybe just have a semaphores for the sake of having semaphores. Right. I'm just talking too much. Wow, it's already 32 minutes. That's fine. So this is what I'm doing, and I'm continue doing that. Financially, we are just around zero, because I was spending money on this oil infrastructure, loading, unloading. There's underground pipes. They're not the tidiest ones, but they are connected. Just I have delivery of oil, bitumen, and fuel, not liquid fertilizer, and they're gonna be stored in these. Doesn't really matter. I'm just worried because of the price of filling these up is gonna be huge. I don't want to start filling them yet, so I'm not in a rush with this. I'm gonna leave it as it is. I did forbid heavy trucks to go through here, because I know a lot of them will want to take a shortcut through here, but no dice, no allowance. There be no shelter here, and then we have this one, and here, just to make sure that the other road has the advantage. Our industries are working fine. So this chemical industry is working as much as I can squeeze out of it. Oh, this productivity looks like it dropped 72%. Is it really that much? 77%. I think I had higher productivity before. I'll monitor this, but it's over 50%. I'm quite happy with the productivity, efficiency, blah 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 blah, all this stuff. All of them are working fine, no complaints. The complaints I have is with the food industry. Food industry had a big problem with the crops. I didn't have enough crops. Now you can see that it's October, only beginning. Some of the fields are still not even started harvesting, because I think, I don't know why is it so. Did I miss something? I mean, I think I have not, no, I have only 6 harvesters here. I don't know if I should get more. I probably should. The most important thing I need to get here, so we have 9 9 kolkhoznik trucks. These are the trucks taking the crops off the fields. I'm always usually putting 12, and I know that there are 12 of them are doing an amazing job. The problem is that I'm not sure if I should go for 12 or just leave it, to be tight, to be exciting. Will they make it? Won't they make it? We do have still a lot of fields to harvest, but you can see that there's not a lot of crops on the fields left. It's under 100 tons each, and I do know often it has like more than 100 tons of each field left if you don't have enough vehicles. So I'm not unhappy with this. They're doing their jobs. They have 2 months left to pick the rest of the crops, and this is the biggest harvest we're gonna have. I lowered the requirement for fields to have minimum fertility on the fields that they can start seeding, but also, which was a problem, I think they didn't seed 1 year all the fields just because of that. But at the same time, I didn't. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, you see this is the problem. When did they use all the? Okay, I stopped giving them. I stopped allowing them to go and import fertilizer, but that's gonna change again. Sorry, solid fertilizer or fertilizer. That's gonna change again. I'm gonna just tell them go and import fertilizer, and that's it. They do decent job. They do okay job, and during the winter they're gonna be importing fertilizer for, well, obviously both of the farms. And I'm not gonna stop with this because I think we are not producing enough of our own fertilizer. Like this biological waste, I think we're recycling the hell out of this place, but it's not ideal. I need to see what this guy is doing because I need to follow him. Kindergarten motherland. Let's see what do we have a problem with here. This kindergarten is not connected to recycling infrastructure. That's bad. That's not ideal. Let me see if we can connect it somehow. This is a problem because it needs to be connected all the way around here. This is a problem. Let me see if I have walking distances just to compare it. 170 meters. That's because of this. Let's start upgrading the kindergarten first. So this is kind of obvious, but this is not going to help because the road is going through here. But this will help. Definitely. So I'm going to build this, both of these. And then, let's see if this is going to help us. Kindergarten distances, walking distances, 112, 127. You can see here these numbers right next to, right here. I can kind of compare it to the distances that they have to the recycling. Maybe. I'm optimistic. I probably shouldn't be, but I'm optimistic. And then we have the other side. Let's see if we can influence that one. If I just build this... what's your walking distance in this direction? 109, 125 is what I need. I'm optimistic. I shouldn't be, but the same old, same old. I'll give it a go. We'll see when they update this. For now, we need to resolve this because they're not recycling. I have space to build stuff here. I was hoping for like a fountain because this is a kindergarten next to a church. Not smart idea. But all jokes aside, I wanted to build maybe a fountain or some park or even children's playgrounds. I do have some of them here. This is part of vanilla since freaking when there's children playing around. But something like this I was thinking of placing here. Yeah, so I don't know. You can let me know in the comment section. This is part of vanilla for some reason. And you can see here Oolykee destroying... the destroyer, destroying all the... You know what, let's just go for it. I destroyed the infrastructure, but this is 3 division destroyed the infrastructure. But anyway, I'm just gonna moan because I'm a moaner. I love moaning, so leave me alone. Right, we just had a drop in happiness, but nothing significant. Unemployment high, seriously? Like, these are waves of unemployments, people just like... Yeah, I'll build more work here. Wink, wink, this is the radio station. That's it. I'm gonna leave it here. It's already... Oh, Jesus, almost 40 minutes. Anyway, leaving it here. Guys, I really appreciate your comments. Thank you for watching. I will balance our finances a little bit off screen. I'm not gonna do anything drastic. Maybe beer production. I like beers and it's Thursday. Weekend is just around the corner. So I might focus on the beer production in this series just to boost our exports a little bit. And that's it. Nothing too drastic. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it. And if you want to support the channel, I have a description in the video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye bye.